Hi, GED. Let's look at the GED Science. Let's begin. Okay, cool. Again, first you've completed the GED Science pretest. Before you start the science section, review that GED Science pretest. Let's take a look at how to do that. Your key strategy, I'm going to flip to the book right now. Okay, so I've got the GED book right here. And the answers to all the pretest questions with explanations, and especially for the science, right here, I'm on page 723, and you can go to any question, get the answer, and a detailed explanation. So what you're going to want to do with your GED Science is just make sure that you go over the pretest and check the questions that you missed. Again, about page 723 is where you're going to find those answers with explanations. So yeah, that's your first task. You've completed the pretest, but you're going to want to review it. Let's take a quick look at one of those pretest questions right here. Pause the video right now. And even if this question looks familiar, yeah, that's the point though with GED, is to practice questions. And actually the same questions are going to really help your brain start to see that, yeah, the GED, it's a reading puzzle game. So pause the video right now, read the passage, take a look at the diagram as well, look at the question, and see if you can come up with the answer. Then we'll look at the explanation. So just take a moment, hit pause. Okay, so you've read through the question. Sorry, you've read through the passage. You've looked at the image that we've got here, and determined an answer. Let's take a look at the explanation for this right here. Again, pause the screen and just read through. We've got a detailed explanation. Read through each of these, and you can see, and you'll start to see why some of the answers, yeah, they don't really actually make sense. And this is what you're going to find with all of the GED, whether it's the social, the reading, or the science in this case, is that they are indeed reading puzzles. And there's answers in the multiple choice that really clearly don't make sense. You'll often be able to get it down to a 50-50 choice, and then just looking for the best answer. And the best way to practice the GED, and you're seeing that in the book now, there's lots and lots of practice multiple choice tests. And that's exactly what you need to be doing to prep for your GED exam, because your GED exam is a multiple choice test. Okay, let's jump right into the science content, because when you finish, when you finish any of the quizzes in the course, it's going to tell you what to do next. And so right here, this one's, we finished our science pretest. We're going to go and check the science content, which is the GED book itself. And so that's your first stop. After reviewing your pretest is to go to the GED book and review some of the content in that GED book, in this case, the science. Let's take a look at that. Your science content begins on page 289. As you review, as you read, also reread, you're going to want to take some notes in a notebook on key concepts and ideas. Do at least 30 minutes, and you might be able to get through 3 or 4, maybe even 5 lessons in that time. Again, you're going to notice that it is practice multiple choice questions, a lot of it, but then you can flip to the back, and in the GED book, the paper book, it's going to tell you where to check your answers. You can flip to the back, check your answers, look at detailed explanations. That's how you're going to start to learn the science content, but also how to do GED science questions, which is the most important, how to do those questions. Not only the content, but the book, by you doing questions, you are going to learn the science content as well. But again, more importantly, you're going to learn how to do GED science type questions. So do at least 30 minutes, take a break. Best thing to do after any break in learning, go for a brisk walk. Depending on the time of day, also get a protein snack. Get some yogurt, get some nuts. You're feeding your brain. It's really critical. Water as well, obviously. You're feeding your brain. It's really critical to be having a good source of good quality protein. After your break, come back, review your notes, review some of your ideas, reread some of the passages, reread some of the questions, check them again, make sure you're getting the pattern. Then it's time to jump into the online course. Let's take a look at that. Your first question is going to be basically understanding life science. So let's take a look at one of the questions from there. And again, your goal with these quizzes is to at least get 60%. And if you're not getting 60, just go back and do the quiz again. And that, in fact, is going to be the absolute best way to prep for a GED, is doing the specific multiple choice test questions again and again. And you're going to notice soon here, we've got detailed explanation built right into why the answer is built right into the course as well. So you're going to be able to get immediate feedback and be able to focus. Pause the video right now, take a look at this question, look at the graphic on the side, and that's what you notice a lot about the science. There's graphics to read, graphics to understand. Look at the graphic on the side, look at the question, try to determine the best answer. So hit pause. Okay, so we're back. Let's take a look at an explanation for this answer. And this will come right up when you finish the quiz. Each question you miss, you'll be able to review the explanation for the answer. In this case, again, just hit pause. You've already looked at that question. You've taken some time to look at it. Hit pause right now. Take a look at this explanation and see why, yeah, indeed, the correct answer is consumers would starve for lack of food. Essentially, if the producers if there was a problem with the producers in an ecosystem, the producers make all the food, the plants. So without them, it's be a problem. And yeah, if you got too many consumers, they're going to be eating up all the plants, and that's going to be a problem. Cool. All right. So again, just email me if you've got any questions. Review your pre-tests. Back of your GED paper book, you've got the answers plus an explanation for those answers. So make sure to be doing that. That's right around page 720. And yeah, take care. Have a great day, GED. Bye-bye.